At the beginning of this year, I decided it was time to start focusing on some healing for me. The year prior to my son getting sick, I had neck surgery. And though the surgery itself was successful, I walked away from that surgery still having numbness in my thumb and my finger. And he had said because the nerves had been compressed in my neck for so long, and we don't even know how long, that it may or may not come back. So I decided it was time to schedule an appointment with the functional neurologist that we had found for Zachary, who I think is amazing. It was time to schedule an appointment for me. And honestly, I thought that appointment was going to be about my hand. And it turned out to be something completely different. The appointment started naturally, explaining, going through the surgery, how long it had happened. Honestly, I didn't even know that I had neck issues. I had back issues for decades before then, and I had degeneration in my back disc, but they had kind of stabilized. So I'd gone through the series of shots to try to stabilize that. And through that, we then ended up going through testing, which a lot of the same testing, functional neurologists concentrate on the brain. So technology is amazing with what they have these days. It's a lot of different eye movements, but different machines that you go through a series of testing really to kind of figure out what your brain is doing, how it's processing things. And he ended up telling me that my vestibular system was off. And because of the things that had stacked in my life for the last couple of years, that it looked as though my body was in survival mode, in fight or flight. The test came back and my brain was functioning at 50%. I didn't know what to do with that. It kind of took me back a little bit. But when I stopped and I thought about it, there had been tons of stacking. I mean, if I went all the way back to the decades of, there was one point where the degeneration in my back, it just stopped me from walking to a certain extent when my kids were toddlers. I got through that. We'd gone through physical therapy and shots and the series of this and that. And then the neck thing came out of nowhere. I guess we had tested so much on my back that I never had the MRI on my neck. So we weren't expecting that. But looking back, it wasn't just one thing. It wasn't just my son getting sick. It was the series of things around it that is called life. I didn't even realize I was living that way. I mean, you kind of realized it, but you don't all at the same time. There was always something that I was trying to recover from, and my body never had the opportunity to fully recover. I thought I was just exhausted. you know, taking everything that I went through with Zach took a lot. But I was exercising, I was eating better, I was walking, I was taking the supplements. I had changed so many things, and I don't even think that I was that unhealthy before, but I still didn't feel like myself after doing all of these correct, right things. And then I figured out why, because I was stuck in survival mode. I honestly didn't stop to think about how long it had been for my body to honestly think that there was always something bad going to happen. And I thought because I was exercising and eating better, I should have felt better, and I just didn't. Looking back, I don't even ever really think my body felt safe for years. No wonder it had been in survival mode and I wasn't functioning correctly. I finally understood why I felt stuck. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, I started asking what all has my body been carrying. If any part of this sounds familiar, sometimes we spend so much energy taking care of everyone else, we don't realize there are parts of us that honestly need healing too. I went there hoping to heal my hand, and I left realizing there are parts of me that have been asking for healing for a long time. If you'd like to continue this journey with me, you'll find more videos here on my channel or additional resources in the links below.